Hello, how you guys doing? Sorry there's no fun intro today. Instead, here's a picture of my cat. His name is Caesar. What's that noise? All hail Caesar. All hail Caesar. All hail Caesar. All hail Caesar. Wait, I said we're not gonna make an over-the-top intro today. Praise be to his feline majesty! Just roll the video. Bibliomania.
A new guest has arrived.
Meet our protagonist, Alice. She wakes up in an empty white room. The only thing in it is a lone standing door. Upon touching the handle, she—
Welcome to my manor.
Ah! What in the Star Trek is not before Christmas is that? He introduces himself as Serpent, and he explains to Alice that he is the owner of the manor, and Alice is his guest. Guest number 431 in room 431. He explains to her that for every new guest, a new room is created, and this will keep happening until it reaches room 666. When that happens, it's party time, baby! But Alice is not interested in staying.
Alice!
He warns her that if she were to leave her room, her body will rot. But Alice still wants to leave.
What a silly girl. Well, it's not as if there's absolutely no way to leave, I suppose. If you wish to return to the outside world, you'll have to reach room 0. It's the first room ever made within the manor. There's no exit, but there.
But the only way for her to reach that room is by going through each and every room in the mansion. And that's where the problem lies, because the further she gets from her room, the more her body will rot. And if the rot reaches her entire body, it's game over. So she should just sit tight and wait for the party. But it's not like she has nothing to do, since as long as she's in her room, all her wishes will come true. So there's no need to leave.
If I may be frank, this tantamount to suicide. Furthermore, you can't discount the possibility of the manor receiving the guest number 666 before you reach room 0. Starting the party while you're still in the middle of your journey can— You will regret this, Alice.
So Alice starts her journey to check out, where she travels through one room after the other, meeting their occupants and witnessing their stories, their dreams, and their desires. Whether that be to have something they could never have in the outside world, or to retain what they once had and live in a blissful, ignorant dream. So will Alice make it to room 0, or will the rot claim her body before that? This manga is art. I know it sounds highbrow to say it, but it's the only word I can describe it with. The story is art, with its depiction of the human desire. The desire for knowledge, the desire for power, the desire for revenge, the desire for freedom. And how they can turn to greed, narcissism, selfishness, and delusion. How can just a simple and seemingly harmless interest turn into an obsession that shatters your world? The art style is also, funnily enough, art. It encapsulates why I even read manga. It's unique with its use of tribal-like designs and carvings. It's fun with its exaggerated and cartoonish movements of the serpent, and how you can see characters breaking out of panels every now and then. It's fitting for a manga where reality is ruled by the person imagining it, and how the laws of physics change from one room to the other. It's just something that will be impossible to replicate in live action, especially when it comes to Alice herself. She's cheerful yet unnerving. At first glance, she has a carefree and positive personality with her doll-like appearance and childish behavior. But the more you watch her, the more you can shake the feeling that something is not right about her. But she's just a brave young lady with a mission, and you're just overthinking it because of the atmosphere of the manor. This manga only has 12 chapters, so it should be a quick read. Just a heads up, this manga is read left to right. And finally, here's a little thing that you may not have noticed. If you look at the title page of the manga, it's in fact a massive spoiler, since each letter depicts one part of the story from start to finish. So here's your chance to jump to the next manga, because I want to talk about this real quick. I'll give you 5 seconds just in case you're far away from your PC and you're listening to this in the background. So here we have the bomb that broke the dome. I'm guessing these are the people being eaten? This one I'm not sure, cause these look like butterfly wings and this part looks like her eyes in Monster 4. Here we have the snack, Bill Nye the science guy, the narcissist, family guy, the weeb, the burb, the judge, and finally, the queen. Notice the order of these cards, how the queen is the last letter but the first event. After all, it all started and ended with her. Okay, I'm done. Next manga. The world of this manga was attacked by aliens that people dubbed executioners. These aliens, in addition to going around killing humans, they spread a deadly disease. Getting infected just means death. Thus, 50 years later, we are presented with a barren world as a stage for our story. And the main character is a girl named Ushimitsu Sayo. Well, girl in brackets, since I don't know what she really is. For what we know is that she has two missions: to purify the pathogen for the alien virus, and to search for and protect any human survivors. So far, she has found none. None that are alive, that is. So Sayo, with the company of her, Pokemon, travel from one ghost city to the next, following any clues she can find in hopes of encountering a live human. And during her journey, we get to see the stories of many people, or what's left of their stories. So will she ever succeed in her search, or has humanity really joined the Book of Extinctions? The only right way to experience this manga is by having a good ambient music in the background. The art of this manga is beautiful, atmospheric, and melancholic. I really love this type of line shading that the artist used. It really fits the vibe of the manga. This manga is probably the best dystopian post-apocalyptic manga I've ever read, because they really managed to capture the atmosphere of emptiness. You see cities with giant skyscrapers and an unending sea of buildings, but they're empty. It's like looking at abandoned buildings and ghost towns in real life. You feel the cold and the gloom emitting from them, and you can't help but get a shiver down your spine. This manga will not make you sad, but it will 100% hit you in the feels. I highly recommend it. Heart Gear. In a futuristic world, humanity has advanced technologically enough for it to integrate androids with every facet of their lives. But then, as in character for humans, they started a World War III. Just imagine a World War III meme that is relevant to the current political climate. That war was so devastating, it brought about the end of the human race. Goodness, why are we the only species that is adamant on eradicating itself? Now with humanity gone, robots are the new rulers of the land. Our story begins 200 years after the war. In a small house in the countryside, lives an android named Zet with a human girl. The only human on Earth, as far as we know. And her name is Rue. She's an upbeat kid with the energy and curiosity to match. This girl awakens my paternal instincts. What I mean is, if anything were to happen to her, I swear on the seventh door of the void that I will— Ow. Okay, I'll calm down. Apologies. I also love her shoes. The world may have come to an end, but that's no excuse not to have good gear. Ha! During one of Rue's epic explorations, she stumbled upon a newly activated unit that is yet to have a base program. A base program basically means the main purpose of the robot, such as service, combat, etc. The name of this new character is Chrome, and he joins the other two as a part of the family. Chrome spends his days clumsily and happily with those two, learning new things with each day. Until tragedy struck, when a rogue battle unit attacked them and destroyed Zet. At that moment, Chrome decided what his program will be, and that is to protect Rue no matter the cost.
An admirable decision, comrade.
With that, Chrome unleashes his combat potentials. Hot damn! Now that's what I call an upgrade! Chrome beats the shit out of the intruder. And salvages that score, which means they should be able to revive him if they acquire a suitable body. So the two start their journey to revive Zet, where they meet lots of different characters, each with their own roles and dreams. The art is beautiful and the combat is fun as hell. It's very good, and I really love just how barren the world is. Very dystopian. And that would be all. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Love you, bye!